Feels amazing and it's so gentle you can wear them all day just like your other favorite Skechers sneakers. And not only will you be getting a massage, you'll also be getting Skechers' other famous comfort features, like a special luxury insole that offers extra support for 24/7 comfort. Plus, they come in a variety of fashionable styles, including lace-up and slip-ons, and they're machine washable for easy care. Get a bonus massage in every step with Skechers' new Massage Fit. Find them for men and women at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
On KCBS,
I'm Keith Manconi. San Jose State University doubles down on its online offerings.
It's really about opening up access.
it's 11:15, and on the sports line tonight, the A's lost to the Angels 1-0 in Oakland, and in San Diego, the Giants beat the Padres 1-0, thanks in large part to an overturned call at the plate for the Giants. And with the rest of your sports update, here's Kevin.
At 49er camp, quarterback Trey Lance has built great trust in wide receiver Brandon Ayuk, who has been the most impressive player in practice on the offensive side. He came more than ready to have a standout season, and the connection between Lance and Ayuk is in part due to the work they put in.
Give the credit to Brandon. That's the work he put in. I've been saying it since, this whole spring, summer. He was locked in this offseason. I think he had a goal of separating himself and becoming kind of a different player. He's done that, man. He's in a great spot right now. Physically, mentally. He's seeing the game. He's feeling the game. He's killing guys right now. He's making some really, really big plays and separating himself. So I know he's going to continue to do that, and that's a credit to the way he comes up every day.
Remember last season, Ayuk was in Kyle Shanahan's doghouse in training camp and to start the season, but he had a great, strong finish to the season, into the playoffs, and took it upon himself to get into great shape and worked hard this offseason. In tennis up in Toronto, first win in more than a year, beating Nuria Diaz 6-3, 6-4 at the Women's National Bank Open, just the second tournament of the season for the 40-year-old Williams. At the sports desk, Kevin Radich, KCBS.
Do you need an attorney right now? Are you stressed out and depressed because you want a divorce? Are you and your ex fighting over the kids for child custody or child support? Could it be you're not getting the spousal support you need to survive this storm? At the JAG Group Law Office, we hope every family can work through their problems. But if you're unable to resolve your issues, you need an experienced family law attorney, such as Attorney Tristan Jagrup of the Jagrup Law Office. Attorney Tristan Jagrup is an experienced family law attorney that is highly rated and awarded by other legal entities. He's passionate about meeting the needs of his clients, and he keeps his clients updated. For professional, on-point legal representation, call the Jagrup Law Office, 510-556-4013. That's 510-556-4013, or visit jagrouplaw.com. That's JAGROOP law.com.
KCBS News Time, 11:18. Checking traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8s, and here's Carolyn.
And crews are still working to clear this accident that's in the Vallejo area. It's on eastbound 80 just after Magazine Street. 2 or 3 cars involved. Left lane is blocked and one car was on the right-hand shoulder. And apparently somebody has also run off from this crash. They're still just absolutely crawling along from Sequoia Street, but you'll find that it finally does let up once you get into that 780 interchange. San Leandro, southbound 880, just before Washington Avenue. CHP is on the way to check out reports of some long metal debris in the second lane from the left, and in Sausalito, Spencer Avenue, you'll find that 3 lanes are shut down, southbound 101 there, all the way across to just about the Golden Gate Toll Plaza for some road work. You'll find the traffic is a little slow. Your next traffic update's at 11. I'm the traffic leader of KCBS.
Bay Area forecast. Here is the 6-day outlook from KCBS. Clear, breezy, and mild overnight, except at the coast with a lot of fog. And we'll see lows in the 50s and 60s overnight. Sunny and breezy. Morning overcast with partial clearing at the ocean. Highs from the 60s to the mid-80s, and then just slightly warmer Wednesday through Sunday. Checking some of the current temperatures, it's still pretty mild. 66 in San Jose, Oakland 67 degrees.
Have weekend plans? Take us along for the ride.
All day of beautification here. Volunteers rolling up their sleeves.
Day, night, and weekend. We keep you up to date on the news, traffic, and weather.
Volunteers doing their thing on campuses all over Oakland.
It's one more reason why we're the Bay Area's #1 news station.
On the already beautiful campus of Westlake News, hello, Jim Taylor, KCBS.
All news, all the time, right here on KCBS.
It's 11:20. Another summer vacation has ended in Oakland. The new school year is underway today. KCBS's Matt Bigler reports kids headed back to class in a district that still needs teachers.
Chris is a parent of a 5th and 3rd grader at Redwood Heights Elementary.
I think the pandemic kind of showed that to us, that, on-campus learning is important.
But no campus is complete without teachers, and Oakland Unified still has about 40 classrooms without permanent educators, slightly more than this time last year. It's part of a statewide and even nationwide teacher shortage.
If you are someone sitting at home wondering what you should be doing right now, maybe you should be teaching in Oakland.
OUSD spokesperson John Sasaki.
Obviously, you have to have a college degree. Credentials better, but we can do emergency credentials as well.
He says classrooms without permanent teachers are being covered by other educators on campus or even district administrators. Meanwhile, San Francisco Unified says it still needs about 100 teachers before its first day of school next week. In Oakland, Matt Bigler, KCBS.
Global supply chain issues forced a Walnut Creek nonprofit group to pivot in order to deliver school supplies. KCBS's Margie Schaefer reports it took some creative thinking and extra effort to ensure kids got what they needed.
For 9 years, the Sidney Page Foundation has been donating high-quality backpacks, books, and school supplies to kids in need. And due to some foundation founder Courtney Brockmeyer thought ahead.
I usually order in March, and because of COVID, I ordered in September of 2021, and they just got here
11 months later.
while we make our backpacks in Cambodia. The materials and the buckles and accessories come from China, so they were just sitting at the port.
First issues at the Shanghai port, then at the Oakland port, where the container was pulled for a random check, and then but the general manager of the port got involved.
And he's like, oh my gosh, we've got to get these out for the shelves, because he found out on Friday morning, and by Friday night he had the containers dug out, and he said they were so buried it would have been another month before they actually got them out.
Volunteers got busy stuffing backpacks with school supplies.
The reason they're in plastic bags, we didn't have the backpacks, so we pre-kitted all the supplies, and then it was just fastest to drop it in there.
The backpacks made their way to kids in need across the Bay Area and beyond before the school bell rang for the first day of school, and the work is not done.
Our mission is to help break these kids out of the cycle of poverty. Number one, out of poverty of education, and the top reasons for dropping out of school are lack of confidence and lack of tools to do their work.
There are homeless and foster youth who consistently need school supplies and backpacks. If you can help, go to sydneypage.org. In Walnut Creek, Margie Schaefer, KCBS.
Actress Ann Hesh is said to be in a coma with a significant lung injury after crashing her car into a home on Friday in West LA. The car burst into flames, destroying the house that it ran into. The representative said that Hesh slipped into a coma not long after the accident. Police are now waiting for the results of blood tests to determine whether alcohol or drugs were factors. Neighbors of the woman whose home was destroyed created a GoFundMe on her behalf. KCBS News Time, 11:25. Let's get your latest on your money.
Novavax was late to the party with its COVID vaccine, and the shot isn't selling well. It was 3 worldwide last quarter. Slashing its revenue outlook by half, Novavax is 10% in late trading. Tyson Foods, the nation's biggest meat company, says it's being hit by inflation. Its customers buy cheaper cuts of beef and less chicken and pork overall. Tyson, which brands include Hillshire Farms, posted disappointing quarterly earnings. Technology led the way as stocks ended lower. Investors remain on the sidelines as they await a pair of inflation readings later this week. Now in 29, the S&P 500 slipped 5, the NASDAQ lost 13. Online news company Axios has agreed to be bought by Cox Enterprises for $525 million, latest in a recent series of digital deals by traditional media companies. Larry Kofsky, Lombard Business for KCBS.
Replacing your windows and doors can be life-changing, inspiring you to live a healthy, happy life. And it's never been easier. Marvin Windows and Doors bring in daylight and fresh air, blending the indoors with the outdoors, so you're always connected to nature. They're designed for life, with an inspiring range of options to create the look you want and the lasting quality you need. Your local independent Marvin dealer will give you straight answers and advice about window and door replacement. Our Marvin specialists help you plan your project and select. You'll always know what you're getting with a detailed proposal to make the whole process easier. If you're ready to transform your space with windows and doors you love, schedule your free consultation today at replacementmadeeasy.com. That's replacementmadeeasy.com.
This is for all you guys on Viagra. ED pills are no longer needed. The brutal side effects like 4-hour headaches, blurred vision, and that flush feeling can all be put behind you with our treatment. Here at West Coast Men's Health, we have a better approach to ED. Acoustic wave therapy creates blood flow circulation by safely removing the plaque in your arteries and restoring function naturally. Guys, let me be clear. Pills will never fix your problem. Our equipment is the latest technology, and our medical staff is the best in the industry. And right now, we're offering a free treatment just for coming in. That's right. You can try this treatment at no cost. If you suffer from ED or Peyronie's disease, give West Coast Men's Health a call today. It's not just about better health, it's about a better life.
With clinics in San Mateo and Sacramento, call 650-407. 407-1168. Online at westcoastmenshealth.com.
Buy your car completely online or reserve your brand new ride while in transit. Hey, it's Shondo Grant of DGDG. We've got thousands of vehicles to choose from with brand new models arriving daily. You can buy your new or used car from start to finish, complete our exclusive no-brainer checkout. You can even reserve your new vehicle while in transit. Enjoy the outstanding offers you'll find right now at DGDG. That's DGDG.
KCBS News Time, 11:28. Checking traffic every 10 minutes. Here's Carolyn.
And you know, in the Vallejo area, it looks like they're starting to make progress on this crash. It was on eastbound 80. It's just after Magazine Street, 2 or 3 cars that was blocking the left-hand lane. Looks like they're starting to get it off. Possibly off the freeway totally. Traffic is now just a little bit slow from right around Magazine Street to 780. And then we have reports of a second crash nearby. It's on eastbound 780 before 80. Car ran off the road, ended up in the ditch. CHP is on the way, and they have asked for an ambulance to show up as well. Right now, though, it doesn't look like that is affecting traffic. Also in San Leandro, southbound 880 before Washington Avenue, CHP possibly in that second lane from the left. Your next traffic updates at 11:38 on the traffic leader, KCBS.
Your Bay Area forecast calls for mostly sunny skies tomorrow after morning fog and overcast. Only partial clearing at the ocean tomorrow with highs in the 60s, 70s around the bay to the mid-80s in the inland valleys.
Summer's Live is here, and KCBS Radio has your tickets. Demi Lovato, September 27th at the Masonic. Zach Brown Band, November 6th at the Oakland Arena. Head to kcbsradio.com/contest to enter.
Forget front row seats. We're taking you into the action on the field and in the dugout with Season 2 of Play Loud. Follow some of the league's biggest stars as we mic them up and get the cameras rolling during some of the hottest matchups of the season. Catch real-time reactions from Juan Soto and Francisco Lindor in the field, and catch all the hilarious conversations between players off the field with YouTube.com/MLB. Play Loud brings you baseball like you've never seen before.
Insomnia and CPAP struggles are ruining your sleep. Inspire may work for you.
Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside the body to help you sleep peacefully. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more at inspiresleep.com.
Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
News that matters to you around the world, around the clock. All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Monday, August 8th, 2022. Coming up on KCBS, the FBI conducts a search and seizure at former President Trump's Palm Beach estate.
I'm Melissa Call-Ross with the current best practices when it comes to when you should and shouldn't get tested for COVID.
I'm John Evans here on the Monday News Watch. CBS News Time 11:31.
CBS News special report. Sources tell CBS News that FBI agents executed a search warrant Monday morning at former President Trump's home in Palm Beach, Florida. Our sources tell us the Bureau is investigating the president's handling of White House records. CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson.
We have now the Department of Justice, which is an independent agency, and a magistrate cause that a federal crime was committed and that evidence of that crime is at the former president's private estate.
More on the search from CBS News congressional correspondent Nicole Killian in Washington.
A separate congressional investigation by the House Oversight Panel, which was trying to get at the why these boxes ended up at the former president's home when, you know, these probably should have gone to the archive.
CBS News special report. I'm Christopher Cruz.
CBS News Time. Democrats celebrate the passage of a multi-billion-dollar spending bill focused on health change and corporate taxes. CBS News correspondent Scott McFarland takes a closer look at when the impact of the bill will be felt by Americans.
After a weekend marathon of voting in the U.S. Senate,
And the bill, as amended, is passed.
approving a nearly $750 billion Inflation Reduction Act, the work week began at small businesses like Kyle Burke's bookstore with skepticism anything will change immediately.
I think it would be foolish to expect any short-term fixes from Congress.
And other rising costs are squeezing his employees, meaning Burke may soon have to pay them more. Does that make life more challenging for you?
I absolutely think it will.
The Senate vote by the narrowest possible margin, straight down party lines, with Republicans blasting the plan, saying it might fuel inflation by raising taxes.
This gives phony and cynical of
with $369 billion for clean energy programs, largest climate change bill in U.S. history, including tax credits for people who buy electric cars and for energy-efficient home upgrades. It expands subsidies to help more people get health insurance under the Affordable Care Act, and to help pay for it, a new 15% tax rate on corporations. Left out of the bill, a plan to cap the price of insulin for millions of people on private insurance. Insulin prices are estimated to have soared from $20 to $250 a vial over the past 20 years.
Have you noticed the price increasing?
Significantly. Michelle Williams knows how the cost of insulin can slam families. Her daughter suffered from diabetes before she died.
You can't afford the particular insulin.
The U.S. House is expected to pass this legislation on Friday, after which it goes to President Biden's desk. Democrats are hoping this is a political victory ahead of the midterm elections, but it's far from clear this will make a dent in inflation by then.
The Biden administration announced the largest single military package yet for Ukraine. It pledged another $1 billion in rockets, ammunition, and other equipment. Meanwhile, CBS News, there's growing concern about Europe's largest nuclear power plant as Ukraine and Russia accuse each other of shelling that facility.
The legal back and forth over the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant took a menacing new turn. Renewed shelling increased fears of a potentially catastrophic incident, something President Zelensky condemned as Russian nuclear terror. The plant lies on the front line of an intensifying Russian offensive across southern Ukraine. Mykolaiv has become the focus of Russian firepower. Ukrainian emergency services released drones